May 29th, 2026. As you know, we are in a massive upward trend and have been for over a month now. And I mean, it's just unprecedented. It is a massive bull run that we're seeing, and it's only accelerating due to the hype around the space industry and also policies that are being pushed and tensions, and so it's all a very chaotic dynamic system. And we're going to get into the with regards to NASDAQ, we're going to get into the solutions that occurred today, and it starts off with the pre-market. We want to look at the pre-market to see what happens, because these are where we get our critical levels. And here's the pre-market. Asian Open right here, Europe Open right here. So after yesterday, which was a historic bullish run yesterday, I say historic, it was just a strong bullish run. After that, we sell off, and then we find a bottom, retrace back up to this same area that we just left right here, retrace back up, come up, and you can see this resistance forming. You can see this critical level right here. This is the pre-market high, and this is the previous day's high right here, this pink. So when the market opens, we see that we have this critical level. And what happens right as the market opens? Well, we get a bounce off of that critical level right here. This is a 1 minute chart. 5 minutes into this, 6 minutes into the market, we come back to this critical level that we know is critical from the pre-market activity. We're seeing it. We see what's going on. We see this liquidity that's trapped here, okay? Market opens, New York session, come back to that level, and then we have a massive buying candle. That is the signal. That's a signal. That's definitely a strategy. That's a signal. How do you want to play it? I don't know. You want to go for a 1-to-1? Do you want to go for a, what do you want to do? It led to a very powerful upward channel. I mean, this is a very powerful channel. So we didn't take any of those trades. That was not the solution for my strategy, because we want to wait for the first 15 minutes to pass. Normally, we skip these. So was there an entry that we could have captured? Yes. So there was a few signals, and that's where the momentum triggers to the upside while there's an alignment going on with the 5-minute twins and the 15-minute momentum. The 1 hour hadn't really concluded yet, so we see it's pulling up. We've got the buying momentum somewhat healthy, but it's just nothing much from the 1 hour data that we can conclude. So it's kind of ambiguous with the 1 hour. So here we have opportunities to take longs when these momentum histograms trigger to the upside, when they flip. Look at this, down, down, flip to the upside. So that's an entry right there. Down, down, flip to the upside. So this was an entry right here. Did we have one more? We had one more right here. That would have been a loss. This one would have been a loss. Did we have any earlier? Look at this. Down, down, flip to the upside right there. That could have been a win or a loss, depending on how tight your stop loss is. But either way, these were some entries that occurred. With those entries that I just went over, you would have finished this entire early session, this entire segment here, you would have finished with a net result of 0 R, because there was 2 wins and 2 losses. And then again, had you chosen this one, which was the obvious one off of the pre-market high, come up, come back to this pre-market high, big rejection above, huge penetrating buying candle. Now that, of course, would have been a wonderful trade to take. That would have been the win. You would have allowed the runners to run and capture a nice move. Why would you have allowed the runners to run? Why would you do that? Because we are in a daily time frame. We're in the middle of a huge historic run. So if you've got all of this intrinsic upward momentum on a daily time frame, then when you get opportunities on a smaller time frame, you want to be allowing for runners to happen, or at least looking for those situations off of critical levels and things of that nature. So let's go forward. We go forward to the day. Let's look at the first actual solution that occurred, the first real solution that occurred, which is where all of the MACD histograms are going in the same direction. and aligned in terms of region as well. None yet. But it is about to happen. If you can't see it already, you're about to. Now look. I'm going to close this 5-minute data set. We're going to go with just the 5-minute extended data. Look what's happening here. Our 5-minute is crossing over into the red. Our 15 is in the red. So that is an alignment. That's an opportunity to make money. While this is all happening, we wait for the execution time frame, like the 1 minute or the 2 minute, to flip back down to the downside. So the next time that happens is here. Actually, it's here. Because the momentum is going up, and then it finally ticks down right here. This value is less than this value. That would have been a win. Now, it didn't run very far, but that was a win right there. That first solution was at 10:57. Again, a solution is when the 5-minute momentum, the 15-minute momentum are strong in their aligned regions and expanding. And then the execution time frame flips and harmonizes with that alignment. And a really good setup is when the 1 hour is also doing that, which you are about to witness. There was a massive alignment that occurred today. After this solution, the first solution that occurred at 10:57 today, May 29th, we come up and we hit a top right here. We come down back to close to view up, come up to that same region, come down, come to that same region. So I mark this as a heavy selling pressure area. And down here I noticed that this was a heavy buying pressure area because we touched the same level 3 times. Then we had a big rejection upward. So now we're caught in between 2 liquidity regions. I'm aware of it at this point in time. Right here, I'm aware of that. We're caught in between these 2 levels. So now I'm just watching, waiting for the next alignment and seeing if it can break one of these levels during an alignment. That's what I'm waiting for. And it happened. I took this trade right here because the 5-minute was aligned to the downside, 15 was aligned, and the 1 hour was now turning over. This was a wonderful setup. Also a good win. But this was the alignment that occurred right here. This whole section that I'm about to talk about was an alignment channel for you. Where are the entries? The entries are where the MACD catches back up to the downside. Because the whole time that we go through this channel, the 5-minute MACD is expanding in the correct direction. The 15 is expanding. The 1 hour is now aligned. This is a full alignment. And this is where resistance becomes minimized and amplification becomes maximized. This is where the probabilities become asymmetrical. And my favorite one was this one here because it was penetrating through this buying level that I had previously marked out. It was penetrating through that buying level. Perfectly sinking. Look at this. Coming up, ticks down. 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, all in full force. It's a thing of beauty when you can actually see it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So that was the major solution for today. It was right there, which started around 11:50, and it ended around 1 p.m. So that's about an hour you had today of a full solution. With that being said, I will see you in the next one. Take care now.